Hello, Dr. James Bogash, expert in health longevity, and as a practicing chiropractor who sees car accidents, sports injuries, head trauma, concussion is not that uncommon. And there are definitely things to do and to not do after concussion to speed things along. However, there is a misconception for how long it usually takes to recover, and that's what this particular study is about. Before I go into the details and some tips about how to protect your brain after a concussion, make sure you like this video, share it with somebody who you think needs the information, and subscribe to the channel. That being said, this was a study looking at children, so 967 children for average age, or the age was from 8 to 16. Of this group, 633 had concussions, the rest had other orthopedic injuries, but no head trauma. So kind of to compare how everything responded in that time frame, and to make sure that there weren't any other complicating factors that might have been at play. So they followed them for 6 months, and the general, for too long, we have recommended that after head trauma, we should take it easy and relax and rest. And usually about a month time frame or so, everybody's doing fine. That is not at all true. We now know the worst thing to do is to sit on your duck on the couch. So what was the important take-home factors with this is that generally it took about 3 months to fully recover. Like, that's a lot longer than most people think. And concussion can go with a lot of headache is not uncommon, problems thinking, concentrating, aggravation, problem sleeping. There are a lot of factors that can, or a lot of symptoms that can go along with concussion. And these can last for far longer than most people think. Now, interestingly enough, women or girls in this study tended to recover slower, which means it's just that much more important to do these list of things for girls as it is for boys, because we want to protect the brain, especially in our kids, but our adults as well. So what can we do to speed up recovery from a concussion? First of all is exercise. We now know that people that get back to exercising, and usually what we call sub-threshold exercising or sub-threshold exertion. So let's say you're on the treadmill, you do 4 miles an hour and it brings on a headache. So you drop it down to 3, and that's what you exercise at. People who do that consistently recover faster than those that do not. Screen time, definitely reducing screen time from our devices can be helpful for the brain. It just puts a lot of stress on the brain. And that stress in general, not as easy to avoid, but it plays a role in how we recover. From a supplement standpoint, we've got things like fish oil, specifically dexahexaenoic acid or DHA, that plays a big role in recovering from, or big role in being healthy for the brain. And so it can play a role. Same thing with magnesium. Specifically, magnesium threonate is believed to cross the blood-brain barrier faster, blood-brain barrier better, and so magnesium threonate would be an option. Melatonin is a pretty potent antioxidant in the brain, and so that is another one that has been shown in clinical studies to be helpful in recovery from head trauma. And lastly, not always easily accessible, but our office has a hyperbaric chamber, and we've seen some pretty cool stuff that happens with people with head trauma and recovering faster with the use of a hyperbaric chamber. So if you have access to that, it can certainly speed things along, and it's nice to add it into the mix. So as always, I'll post a link to this particular study in the description. Make sure you like this video, share it with somebody you think needs the information, and subscribe to the channel.